Hey, what's up, guys? What you're looking at here is partially why I haven't been collecting knives lately. Figured I'd go ahead and I actually got this thing, and I'm uncertain if I've done a video on this, but I don't think I have. This is a Panerai PAM233 with a dot dial, and I owned a PAM90 before, and I know I did a video on that. Really like the Panerai models. One of the main reasons I enjoy them, besides the fact that they're really good watches, is their unique design, but also the ability to accessorize them, like changing out straps and that sort of thing. You guys have seen my strap videos, but let me grab a couple. Sorry, I didn't anticipate this, but so I went out and I just bought things that I really felt would add to the to change up the look. I mean, it's cool to be able to do things. Don't try and do this all the same way. Do things differently and have like a different look. So no matter what I'm wearing, I've got, some different accessories I can put with it to change up the look. I'm a big fan of SN Metalworks, Scott Namkin. These buckles he does are just insane. You guys have seen some videos on those. At least I think you have. So anyway, it's been so long, so I forgot what I've done videos on, what I haven't. So anyway, so let me give you guys a close-up of this. Hopefully it'll focus in the way it's supposed to. So this is the 233 with a sapphire crystal. It's an 8-day power reserve, but it's a manual wind watch, so it's not an automatic. And as you can see on the left side, you get the small dial for the seconds, but it's what's called a dot dial. So around 7 o'clock at night, this dial will start to go to black as if to indicate AM or PM. So it's like an AM PM indicator, but it's pretty cool the way they've done it. They've changed it since then. Even though they still make the 233, they don't do it in the dot dial anymore. And I believe this is a K series, which they had some issues before with these, with the 8-day power reserve sticking. And by the time they got to this series, that had been resolved. Anyway, the coolest part about it, the one I had before on the PAM90, had a flat crystal face on it, which is cool. I mean, it's no problem. Most watches are like that. But I absolutely love the dome of this crystal on this watch. And this is what's called a 1950 style case. So if you did a little history on Panerai, you'll see it's got the brush sides on it. Obviously the crown guard being their real claim to fame as far as the look goes. One of the coolest watches in my opinion. It's a 44 millimeter GMT. The GMT hand is hidden behind the hour marker. And then it's obviously got the date on the side as well. But just when it's on the wrist, this is just a beast of a watch. Catches a lot of attention. Anyone who's a watch person knows exactly what the 233 is. It's kind of like, it's a pretty popular model from them. These being harder to find, being in the dot dial, which is one of the main reasons I liked it. But most Panerai people will know this, and another model called the 1950, where it first came out. So, and I'm not like a huge watch historian. I just like nice stuff. So this was a watch that caught my attention. So I traded the PAM90 and added a whole lot to it to get this watch, but it was, in my opinion, worth it. So you can see where they polished around what would be the bezel. This one doesn't move, and then everything else is in a brushed look. And this one has the see-through case back on the back. I don't care about serial numbers and all that crap. So here's the real cool feature about these watches too, is it's really easy to change these little pins right here. You press in it, slide out the pin for the watch band, put it in another watch band, slide it right back in, and you can change out a watch in a minute. So where I got the black one on here, and I use Scott's, I think this is black Damascus on this one. I don't know how well it shows up in the camera, but I just really like to change it up and wear something different all the time depending on what you're wearing. So Anyway, guys, there you have it. This is actually, I think, the cover photo on my page as well. Let me give you guys, let me show you how it winds. So you pull this crown guard piece back. So you can see the little lever holds that in place so this can't move. And my phone is ringing, and I'm not going to answer it. So you pull this out. I'm not sure if you can hear it. Anyway, you just wind. So this being an 8-day, it takes forever to wind it. So 8 days of power reserve is pretty awesome. I think the PAM233 had a 40-hour power reserve. And I've bought a couple other watches since then that I'll do videos on as well. This being one of the, in my opinion, the cooler Panerais. So you can see that little bar moving. And I wind it up to about where it's covering up that far piece to the right. I told you it takes a bit. So that's about where I like to wind it to. And then press on that, it keeps it nice and safe. So anyway, just want to show you guys the Panerai PAM233 in the dot dial. Alright guys, take it easy.